Hey, thanks for watching Gospel Sunday TV. So excited because I got one of my favorite people with me today. None other than the former baseball star, but incredible worship leader, Todd Dulaney is in the building.
What's up, man? Glad to be here.
So let's see, how far we go back? We go back to like before the first album came out.
Yeah.
It was just like one song, and they brought you to the radio station, the anthem.
The anthem.
Which we immediately fell in love with. And I read your bio, and it's like, okay, he's a former baseball player. Okay, so he's trying to be a worship
He's
leader.
trying to sing. So you put me in the box.
I put you in the box, man. I'm not going to lie. It's like, okay, yeah, so it's a great song. He'll have it, and then we'll never hear from him again because he'll probably end up singing R&B, go on tour with Usher. So, because, you just never know how it works out. But then, Victory Belongs to Jesus came out. I'm like, this dude's for real.
Yeah, man.
Man.
Yeah, we and then I'm just trying to. That's one of the biggest things is to be consistent for me. It's one of my biggest. I want to be consistent. One of the things I notice about somebody that I look up to quite a bit is Kirk Franklin. Like, it's his career. I look up to the way it's played out and the way he has continued to push out great songs. Even recently, just released a new single that's powerful and it's Kirk.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so for me, I'm just like, just stay consistent.
Absolutely.
Keep releasing stuff that people can appreciate and stay true to me, worship.
Well, dude, out of that first album, here comes Your Great Name, which gave us some tempo, gave us a chance to just really praise, but just an incredible song. And again, a song that went straight to the charts and is still there.
Yeah.
As of today, still there, man. Where did that song come from?
That I wanted to write a song. You know, honestly, let me tell you the model that I pulled the song from is Our God is Greater. That's the song that I had in mind when writing Your Great Name. I was thinking of Our God by Chris Tomlin because it's such a big anthem. Yeah. And then the drive of it, Our God is greater. And it's the same vibe that I wanted to go with the doom, doom, doom.
Yeah, okay.
Just to make it like an anthemic, you know. And so I don't think I knew that it was going to be that big.
Wow.
But I just knew that if I could make an anthem for the body, that it really would. And like you said, I think people would kind of lock me into the box of you're a ballad singer. You write ballads, so the anthem and Victory Belongs to Jesus.
And the thing is this, man, that song, I mean, you could go to YouTube and just type in Your Great Name, and not only will we get your videos, but you'll get videos from every church in America, pretty much some across the world, you know, in different languages, singing that song, man. And that's got to be pretty special to know that something that came from your pen is now blessing the world.
Yeah, no, it's more than special. Like, I'm in the middle of the stuff that I prayed about and I dreamt of. Like, I dreamed that, man, maybe one day I could be in the elite of worship leaders around the world. I remember praying to myself, Lord, take me to the top.
Wow.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I try not to even say that much because a lot of people can be so deep. Like, they're like, well, what you praying take you to the top for? No, I'm praying. You know, I do. I pray take me to the top of everything that I'm doing. And so, you know, anytime that I put my hands to anything, I always feel like I belong at the top of it.
Because who wants to be mediocre?
Who wants to be that?
Who wants to be mediocre?
But
just a little.
Yeah, but people in the body of Christ think that it's some type of, it's like a slap in the face or something for you to ask God to know. I want to be at the top. I want to be the best.
I mean, but if we serve a great God and we are made in His image, why can't we be great?
Yeah, that's we're supposed to be.
Yeah.
So I would ask Him that. I would ask that. Even I remember when I first began to sing background for Pastor Smokey Norfolk, I said, Lord, I wonder if you can make me one of the most elite worshipers for you.
Wow.
Like, if I could become one of the, because at that time I remember listening to Byron Cage's I Will Bless the Lord. And that was one of the most elite praise and worship songs at that time. And so back then I just said, Lord, make me one, and He's done it.
Wow, He's done that, and now you've got a new song.
Yeah.
Doing it all again.
He's doing it all again for sure. Yeah, we're pushing out this song to remind the body that miracles still happen. That he's still performing. We're not, you know, He's not a God that, we read about it in the Bible, but He really doesn't do it anymore. No, He's a God that's still doing it.
Now tell me about this album that's coming out, because you did it live in South Africa.
Live in Cape Town, South Africa. I'm excited. March 15th is the release date, and first of all, we recorded on the same platform that Israel Houghton recorded.
His live,
yes,
wow.
live
Okay.
and so we were the first ones to record since Israel did that record.
Okay.
And so I mean that meant a lot to me because I remember that album being really an inspiration behind me becoming a worshiper. And so it was like, and I didn't find out until after we got off the stage.
And it's interesting, man. I remember the first time that he performed at the Stellars, because and he did "Lord, You Are Good,"
Woo.
and it was so different because there was nothing else like that. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody else was,
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
you know, the Stellars back in the day was just straight up church. This
Right.
dude comes out and just took it to a whole nother level.
Right.
And I mean, he killed it, and I think he paved the way for
Yes.
artists like yourself and so
Yes.
many others who've come along since and are now doing, you know, praise and worship.
Yeah. No, I really, really honor him and look up to what he did because he opened it up not only for it to be accepted in like churches, but
Yeah.
radio.
Absolutely.
I mean, like, you know what I mean? That
Absolutely.
was tough for me to.
Yeah.
When I first began to release my sound, radio was still giving a little pushback.
Yeah.
like, you know, like,
that ain't,
yeah, this ain't church.
That ain't black.
Yeah,
You know,
like,
'cause you know.
exactly who we
Yeah.
think he is.
Right,
He's not.
right.
Yeah, you're an African American. I know I'm black.
Exactly. But, you know, why must we all do the same thing? You know,
Exactly.
God has given us so many different gifts in the body, and so why can't we just put them out there?
That's beautiful.
And you've put it out there, man, and you've blessed so many people. Now tell me about this new thing that you're doing, the Crusade. Tell me, it's the Crusade and what's it called?
Anthems and Glory.
Anthems and Glory. It's a
Yeah.
crusade.
I've just been being raised up over the last couple of years to believe more than what I was believing.
Okay.
I was, you know, really all I wanted to do was do music, and God says, no, I'm grooming you for something else, and so my heart has come alive for winning souls. And so I was just sitting at home and I said, well, how do I do it? How do I offer people a night where it's more than music? And so we did our first one. What I did was I pulled together a speaker, Darryl Strawberry, who's former Major League Baseball player, all-star.
Who has
He's got
an incredible
a
story.
powerful story of redemption. And he speaks as a part of worship, but ultimately the goal is to allow people to flood the altar and to really receive a full encounter with God. Healing, we lay hands on the sick, we receive souls for salvation all along this this journey of music.
So this is, I guess, similar to like a Billy Graham situation.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
Billy Graham used to do the Crusades back in the day.
He's the model.
And he would fill stadiums all across the world.
Yep, and that's the goal.
And so you're filling stadiums.
We desire to. We
Yeah.
desire to. So our first one was over 1,000 people in below zero weather in Chicago.
Wow.
And so that was our very first one. We saw 2 deaf ears open, and so it's another level. For my life, it's calling for another level of consecration, but it's beautiful, man. I'm on the journey of my life right now, and I know that I'm in the will of God with it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's a beautiful feeling.
And you know you're in the will because you're afraid.
I'm totally afraid.
You don't know what you're doing.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Right?
Man.
I'm just like, God, I'm out here, but I'm willing to do what you want me to do.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, this is the thing, Keith. Like, how could you just stay the same? I gotta evolve into whatever's next, or else I would just be bored out of my mind. You know,
because you don't want to plateau. And then the next album sounds just like the last.
Yeah.
And
No,
it's, Your Great Name 2022.
Right.
It's like, no. What else you got?
Now we're seeing deaf ears open.
That's
so
it.
now, I mean, my writing has to evolve because we're seeing the miraculous happen, and it's happening.
That's good, man.
That's the thing. Like, I don't know if people really believe it's happening today.
Wow.
So that's why
we really need to know that, man, because we read the Bible and we see the stories, and he parted the Red Sea and healed people and all of that in the Bible. But it still happens today because the Bible says he's the same yesterday,
today and forever.
So if he's the same today as he was yesterday, then why wouldn't he do the same thing?
Yeah, you got it, man. And this is just, I'm trying to charge people worldwide so that they can be like, really? Is he really? No, yes.
Yeah.
For real. Like, if we can just believe enough, open up our mouth, use our hands, lay hands on the sick, you will be surprised what we see.
Wow, man. Well, listen, congratulations on that.
Man.
Of course, nominated for a whole bunch of Stellar Awards this year. Is it just for Your Great Name or for the whole album? Or?
One of them is for the whole album. One of them is for Artist of the Year.
Okay.
The AT&T Award. And so, it's a little bit of everything. We got it for.
Now, you get the AT&T Award that comes with a free phone.
Does it really? Well, I'm actually, but no, because I'm actually signed with. I'm actually signed with AT&T, so they can come through. You know what I mean, and wipe out a couple of months of
face of bills. That's what we're talking about.
Yes.
Well, listen, man, what's going on in Dulaney land? Because we're up to how many children now?
Don't do that, Keith. We're up to 4.
4.
All right.
Plus the dog.
So
I follow you on Instagram, so I know you got this dog that's about as tall as I am.
Yes, he is. So we got a house full. And wifey and I are doing good.
Excellent.
We're strong. That's the biggest.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
because the thing is this, man. You can go out and fill stadiums and sell albums and win
but
awards.
If you're horrible,
but if your house is tore up, man, none of it matters.
None of it matters. And so I don't have that testimony.
There you go.
My testimony is that we've overcome so much and we're bound together. And I'm not letting anything take my home from me.
So how many years?
We're 8 years in now.
Okay.
Woo!
8 years.
8 years, man.
Usually it's a whole 7-year thing, but
I
don't believe in that, man. We just got to roll on.
For me, it was 3 years.
Was it?
3 years. I was ready to go.
What was the deal?
I was just not. I didn't know how to become one with anybody or let anybody run my life. I gotta tell you what I'm finna leave. I'm about to go to the store. You want me to tell you that?
Yeah,
but see, I didn't
where you going?
Yeah, where you going? Used to make me feel
like you was locked in the jail.
Yeah,
where I'm going.
Where you going? No, what you mean? I'm grown.
There you go.
Yeah, but now I had to learn. Okay, this is a person that I'm doing life with.
How did you learn?
Well, I just kept hurting her.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like I kept realizing that it was hurting her. That like I didn't consider her for anything. And so once I realized that, and I was just losing. I was losing, and so once I realized that she was eventually just gonna fold.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like either that or I was gonna have to change. And so I knew that I had to change because I didn't want to lose her.
Wow.
And I didn't want to lose my home. She means a lot to me.
Yeah.
And so I knew that I had to do that. I knew that I had to shape up and figure out what makes her happy. And because, at first I was just like, I think a lot of people, they run into the wall that we ran into, that place of like, man, you're kind of getting on my nerves. And then they run and leave.
Yeah.
And then you miss, I would have missed my best friend. I got like, on the other side of that wall, I got the best wife in the world.
How important though, man? Because I know a lot of couples where they aren't best friends. The wife's best friend is still Cheryl. Yeah. And the husband's best friend is still Pookie now.
Yeah.
Why is it so important that you be the best friend of your spouse?
No, because you best friend Pookie is not the one that you are becoming one with. Best friend Pookie is not the one that you laying down next to every night in the bed.
Shouldn't be.
And yeah, it shouldn't be, right? And so you need the best friend needs to be the one that you lay down at night with, because it's an agreement factor.
Absolutely.
Like it's so many things. That's why I believe that the Lord made it the way it is, with the power of agreement. It's like when you get two people to agree upon the thing, they can do it. They can make it happen. And so what I call my wife is my agreement partner. Like when I need to accomplish conquering the world, I got agreement. Like I don't need to go outside my house to get your okay with it. I got somebody that already said, baby, I believe in Anthems and Glory with
Absolutely.
you.
And that's the reason that you can go out and do those things.
Yes.
Man, is because you know that everything is good here.
It's good. Yep.
Yeah.
And she agrees, and she promotes, she pushes, and now she's getting ready to launch her first business.
Really?
And so I'm in agreement with her.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, listen, thank you so much for coming through.
Absolutely, my man.
Always a pleasure to talk to Todd Dulaney. How can folks find you on social media?
Listen, you guys, go to ToddDulaneyland.com. And if you want to go to Anthems and Glory, go to Eventbrite.com. Right. Type in Anthems and Glory, and we'll be at a city near you.
There you go.
My man.
This is Todd Dulaney in his Lure Pants.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, Lure Pants is what are you doing? Thanks for watching Gospel Sunday TV.